president who has led you through these momentous changes will reach the end of his second term.
Yeah, that was the Queen speaking in Ghana when she made her last trip to this country. She spoke in Parliament and referred to the departure of Jerry John Rawlings at the end of his term, cementing our democratic DNA. It's just one of many moments that has made her important to the people of the world. And for things like this, we will remember her. Today, we'll learn a lot about the person who was always part of our lives, even when we didn't realize it, who influenced all of us in one way or the other, who gave each person something, even if you can't readily think of it. Today, you will find yourself tracing your connection to Her Royal Majesty, Queen Elizabeth II, who now belongs to the ages. May she rest in peace.
Amen. There are also lessons that we're learning in terms of how the news was announced. How, even though we're sad, how beautiful the whole event went yesterday. And
more importantly, how everything has been planned. What will happen next has been planned. Absolutely. No chieftaincy dispute, no weird rituals, no strange mourning, and no, it's all organized. A lot to learn. All right.
Yes, maybe I'm on holidays or when I'm in the weekend. So they be I'm testing intelligence, the weak points. I 100%. The life a movie, wanna enjoy.
Last night I didn't sleep much. I was in a rather long Zoom meeting trying to learn all I could about the British monarchy and, the Queen's demise. Zoom is an amazing thing, isn't it? Its popularity has skyrocketed during this COVID-19 pandemic, but it was actually created in 2013. And that, to me, is the most amazing thing about this app that is now a part of almost everyone's reality. The fact that it did not exist before January 2013. I don't know if I'm properly communicating the significance of what I'm saying. Before January 2013, this organization that connects people across the world in seconds at the click of a button, this company that is now worth more than the world's 7 biggest airlines combined, did not exist until one guy had an idea. Yeah, just an idea. As recently as January 2013, Zoom was just an idea in the mind of a Chinese-American tech guy. This guy then took this idea, this intangible thing that did not exist, and turned it into a multinational conglomerate that is worth over $42 billion. He made something out of nothing. Now, I bring this to your attention because of how recently it happened. Less than 10 years ago, Eric Yuan, the founder of Zoom, had nothing. No product. Today, he's personally worth over $7.5 billion, and he made $6 billion of it in 2020 alone. Just think about that. If someone came to you today and told you 9 years from now you'll be a billionaire, will you believe them? You'd probably look at your present circumstances and laugh in the person's face. But this is the reality about the infinite potential that God has endowed you with. The Bible tells us in Genesis of how God made the heavens and the earth in the beginning. Chapter 1 verse 2 says, the world was empty and without form before God, with his immeasurable power of creation, brought everything on earth into being, starting with light and ending with man and woman. Now, the Bible also says we were made in his own image, which means we were also made with the ability to create, to make something out of nothing. Zoom is proof of this. So is Uber, which didn't exist 14 years ago. So is Facebook, which didn't exist 18 years ago. So is Ashesi University, which didn't exist 22 years ago. So is multimedia, which didn't exist 28 years ago. All of these innovative industry-leading businesses were mere ideas until human beings just like you used those ideas to create something out of nothing. I often think of the events described in Genesis as, year zero in the history of the world. For Eric Yuan, 2013 was year zero in the history of Zoom. Travis Kalanick and Garrett Camp had their year zero for Uber in 2009. Mark Zuckerberg's year zero was 2004. Patrick Ewua's was 2002. Kwesi Chum's was 1995. My dear friend, your year zero is 2022. None of these visionary and now ridiculously wealthy innovators knew at the beginning of their year zeros that they were about to become successful. But not knowing certainly did not stop them from creating. So today my message to you is quite simple. Do not let uncertainty block you from your glorious destiny. Many millennia ago, God created you in his own image. Since then, he's just been waiting for you to choose your year zero. My name is Kojo Yankson, and I can create something out of nothing. So I'm creating my year zero out of 2022.